Hi there, friends, and welcome to the very first episode of the Lancaster PA Senior Living Show. My name's Caleb Knecht. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams who specializes in working with seniors that are moving to retirement communities. So you're probably wondering, why did you start the channel, Caleb? So really, I've been doing this work for a long time, working with seniors that are moving to retirement communities, and I love doing it. One of the biggest challenges, though, one of the things that I hear most often from my clients that are making these types of moves is they feel incredibly overwhelmed by the process. And quite frankly, not everyone should move to a retirement community. Many of you that are out there might be thinking right now, should I move to a community? Maybe I should just stay in my current home and make any necessary modifications to age in place well. And then as I get older, maybe I can get somebody to come into the home to help me with some tasks and things like that. So there's not a one size fits all type of remedy and solution. Um, but what this channel is all about is my goal is I want to talk to a bunch of people that are in the senior living space. I want to answer all the tough questions that you have, maybe that you've been thinking about and has been on your mind for a long time. Um, and really, my goal is to remove some of that overwhelmed feeling from this whole process. And this is going to be for people that are, aging and considering what they're going to be doing. It's also for families of those folks that are getting older and trying to help them navigate this process of, do I stay in my current home or do I go to a retirement community? So Lancaster County, we have 18 communities that offer independent living. So there are a lot of choices out there, and each one of those communities has different strengths and weaknesses, different features and benefits, and even different business models, right? So I'm going to be digging into that as well. I'll be talking to some of the CEOs and marketing directors at some of these 18 different communities in Lancaster County. I'm also going to be talking to what we refer to in the industry as senior move managers. Some people call them downsizers. But what these folks do is invaluable when seniors are making a move. But basically, they help, they're not movers necessarily, but they help you get organized for your move. Decluttering, getting rid of stuff, selling stuff at auction. Because a lot of times the biggest challenge that my clients have is what do I do with all my stuff that I've accumulated? And so most of the people that I'm working with have been in their home for 30, 40, 50 plus years. I just worked with a gentleman a couple of months ago. He's 92 years old. He'd been in his home for 60 years. So that is not uncommon at all. Um, I'll say this, moving at any age is physically, mentally, and emotionally challenging. When you're up in the later years, when you're in your 70s, 80s, or 90s, it becomes more physically, more mentally, and more emotionally challenging a lot of times because you've been in your home for that long. So, anyway, we'll be talking to senior move managers. We'll be talking to people that work at these different communities. I'm also going to be chatting with some elder care attorneys and estate planners, some financial advisors. I want to give you all the information that you need to make the right decision for you and your family. And quite frankly, this is a personal mission for me as well. My parents right now, they're both 79 years old, and so they're getting older. We've recently had some conversations where we sat down and talked about what their plans are for their future. At this point, my parents want to stay in their current home. And so we're like, okay, cool. You want to stay in your home? Here's what we need to do to get the house modified and a better place for them to age in place. So I totally get this. I've been helping these type of clients for years, and now it's really hitting home as I'm walking my parents through this process and guiding them through it as well. I'm also going to be, my commitment to you is I want to ask the hard hitting questions that you might be thinking and that are on your mind and on your heart. But maybe when you're taking a tour of a community, maybe you're not 100% comfortable asking those questions. Like, I know the question that a lot of you are thinking is, hey, if I move to one of these communities and I run out of money, what happens then? Right? So that's a pretty important question to be able to understand. The other question is like, hey, what are some of the regrets that people have when they make a move to a community? Right? And I want to go over the pros and cons of staying in your current home and aging in place versus moving to one of these communities? What are the pitfalls of each of those? What are the ups and downs? All that stuff. So I'm really looking forward to going along with you on this journey. As we close this quick first video, I just wanted to share something with you. I was in church recently, and I'm somebody who is a man of faith. That's important to me. And in church on Sunday, there was a gentleman who read this verse, and it just reminded me of the seniors that I work with. And so I just wanted to share this real quick. So this is Psalm 92, Psalm 92:12. But the godly will flourish like palm trees and grow strong like the cedars of Lebanon. For they are transplanted to the Lord's own house. They flourish in the courts of our God. Even in old age, they will still produce fruit. They will remain vital and green. And so that's my prayer and my wish and my hope for you, is that even in your old age, you would still produce fruit and you would remain vital and green. So I'm excited that you're taking this ride with me. Please hit the subscribe button if you'd like to join me on this journey. All right, thanks so much. Bye.